So I hand over the overtakes. Right. Right. Okay, minding the aspiration and like handling of the Mustang. Right, at this point they could have just gotten away from me. Okay. But you see the tree up ahead and the double Mustang, the double McLaren, or the two McLarens and the Lancer. Right. That's it. That's as far as I know the race will go, or as far as if I get anything past that trio and then the McLarens or the Lancer, I'm set. Okay. If I get an overtake on this Lancer, it's enough respect for me. Okay. Because I'm driving this Mustang. This car is not in this race, right? Because it's just there's no. Okay. Underdriver, yeah. Okay, but then with the aspiration on the car list, and then on the left, which is dangerous, by the way. Oh, it's bad for me. That's how I gave out. Okay, but there's no keeping up otherwise. Okay. Okay, I'm driving like, yeah, they will get away from me otherwise. Okay. And they are doing everything to get away from me, by the way. Okay. So now I know I have this Lancer and this McLaren's. Right, before Fox won the straights. Right. The Mustang is starting to figure out. Okay, now I tell this Lancer, listen, if you're my buddy, I'm your buddy, like we could just, you know, get these McLarens, but, so I'm like, listen, you know I have these positions with this Lancer, so please, can we not have this before Foxhole? And then I'm in front of one of them, and then I was like, yeah, sure, whatever you say, big guy. Which is funny, right? And there goes the Lancer, and I'm like, listen, it's just to see who can make contact safely, and who can have an incident or not, or just who can have the overtakes. Okay, you and I both have this, because these McLarens are not in this race, like I am not in this race, but you are definitely in this race. Okay, the Lancer. Right. I can pull the Lancer every which way, but I cannot pull these McLarens. Okay. The Lancer can pull those McLarens though. Okay. So then it's us four now, after Foxhole, against the trios, and I tell them, listen, I can go off the track, but you gotta hand me the handling when you have that turbocharger 4-wheel drive in the rear thing. Right, because they can't go off track not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. So then the Lancer gets ahead of me again. And both sides of this track, on the left and on the right, and in the middle. And they know already, if we lose this Mustang, we're gonna lose to this trio. Okay. It shouldn't be a thing. We should win this with this Mustang and then get our, you know, enough respect from the track marshals. Right. So then I overtake on this Mustang, on this Lancer, right, behind these two McLarens again, before the village, And I'm like, listen, just hang on for dear life, Lancer. Please, 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 please. And I'm like, over here? Yes, okay, get down. Now here's the village, and it's about to be the straights before Carousel. Okay. And I'm starting to give out already as a driver. Driving these 4 cars with 1 car. Okay. And it's like, I can see that this is the overtake that we're gonna get. Right. After like Carousel or something. Right. Now, I have to keep tabs on this Lancer, not to lose track of them, because they are part of this pulling the McLarens and the trio up ahead. Right. So they get a little bit ahead of me. And then that's just the track letting me know, listen, if you don't give out, and if this car doesn't give out, I will give out. Like, that's enough racing, or that's enough driving, or that's enough race, that's enough, you know? Okay. But the track marshals are laughing the entire time, because I am driving these 2 McLarens and this Lancer behind this Ferrari and GTR, by the way. And then whatever the hell it is that I can't see, because now it's 2 of them. They split off. It's some strategic thinking on their minds. Okay. Now there's a lot of contact. I'm behind this McLaren, I'm behind this GTR, I'm behind this Ferrari. We're just jockeying for position, like so severely. Like there's barely any room in the track. Okay. For all this aspiration, everybody has their own thing about it. Made of whatever they aren't made of. Metal, iron, and steel. Just alloys, and then just everybody has their own livery, and then just like the toe angle. The entire setup of it is wrong. Okay. Because they teamed up and then they split off, and I'm like, what is this now? Okay. Because then I was with the McLaren fighting a trio of them while I was stuck before Carousel. And so that was Carousel. Now I'm in front of this Ferrari where I overtake, and then they are right behind me. Okay. The entire time I'm still driving to catch up to whatever the trio was that eventually one of them split off. I'm finding this out now, looking at the race and being able to talk about it. Okay. So then the track marshals are going, listen, that's enough out of all of you. I don't want to hear nothing. If something happens to this Mustang, or if I don't hear that this race ends well, from this, back of the car list. Right. Somebody, something, whenever. Any one of you and right now all of you. I'm like, okay, whatever this is. Right. Because the car list just broke. Oh, the trio just disappeared with one of them. Right. But it's on me to pull now this Ferrari, this GTR, these 2 McLarens, and this Lancer. And I have no idea where this Lancer is, by the way. And now the track just said, I'm about to give out. The car is saying, I'm about to give out. And I know already this is just done, and just the track marshal being like, if you touch this Mustang, we're going to have an issue, or you're going to fucking get it. And I'm like, okay, fine, or whatever. And they gave out, the track after I gave out, and somewhere in just before Carousel or after, in the Green Straight or something, after the village. Now, here's the incident where I somehow just could not, and now I didn't touch that Mustang. I did not touch that Mustang. That was not on me. That was a track. And whatever that trio did. And the track marshal said, listen, now, if you did not touch that Mustang, you will have your position. And I'm like, I ain't lying. And now you ain't either. Now it's both of our asses. Give it what you said. I'm like, alright. Now this Lancer says, listen, I've been here the entire time. I wasn't lying. Okay, great. Whatever this isn't, McLaren, I ain't lying either. I'm like, okay. You have got to be fucking kidding me, though. This is hilarious. It is a disaster. You did not touch that Mustang. Okay. So then now I'm behind this Ferrari and this GTR and this McLaren. Okay. That wasn't the original trio. Okay. But that's how it ended up being. Okay. Because then come to find out, it's a Huracan and a WRX. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay. So then this trio that was ended up being the McLaren, the GTR, and the Ferrari. The McLaren falls behind after them. I overtake between the GTR and the Ferrari, and then I overtake on the GTR, and then I overtake on the Ferrari. Okay. And then that's the race. This Ferrari and this GTR were basically getting pulled by this Huracan that was driving this WRX and then Genesis and Genesis and then RCF and then Cayman. So they must have been, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they were 4 seconds behind, or yeah, pretty much. Okay then. So then that Huracan was doing the exact same thing that I was for that WRX and those two Hondas. And the Lexus wasn't minding any of it, and neither was the Cayman. Yeah. Ferocity. We're going to die. We're going to hell. We're going to jail. Yeah, pretty much.